From the moment you are born, you are handed the tools to build a suit of armor. It's not forged from steel, but from social survival. A helmet of agreeable nods, a breastplate of harmless opinions, a shield of forced smiles designed to deflect any and all conflict. We are told this armor will protect us, that it will make us likable and keep us safe within the tribe. But this is the most dangerous lie you have ever been told, because the man who lives in his armor can never truly move. He is a prisoner of his own defense. The need for approval isn't a shield. It's the weight that crushes the soul within. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, wrote in his private journal, not for an audience, but for himself. The opinion of others is a matter of indifference to me. This wasn't the arrogance of an emperor. It was the ruthless discipline of a Stoic philosopher. He understood that the moment your self-worth depends on things outside your control, like the applause of others, you surrender your freedom. Today, we learn how to break those chains. This is a guide to building an inner fortress so strong that the outside world can no longer touch you. Part 1. The diagnosis. The prison of opinion. The Stoics taught that most of our suffering comes from a single error, mistaking what is outside our control for what is within it. Your reputation, the praise you receive, whether people like you, these are externals. They are unpredictable, fickle, and ultimately, not yours. The addiction to being liked is a willing imprisonment to these externals. The conference room compromise. Picture yourself in a meeting. A terrible plan is proposed, one you know is irrational and destined for failure. You look around the room and see a sea of nodding heads, a silent consensus built on fear and the desire to please. Your reason, your internal logic, demands that you speak. But then the fear of externals takes over. The voice whispers, if you object, they will think you are difficult. You will lose their approval. You will damage your reputation. It is safer to remain silent. And so, you nod along. In that moment, you have traded something you control, your integrity, for something you do not, their opinion. You have chosen the fleeting external warmth of being liked over the permanent internal strength of being right. The true Stoic in that room is the man who speaks the logical truth, indifferent to the reaction. He has mastered himself, and therefore, he masters the situation. The others are merely prisoners to the mood of the room. Part 2. The 3 chains of external validation. This imprisonment by opinion manifests in 3 primary chains. They feel like social graces, but they are instruments of control that keep you weak and predictable. 1. The chain of flattery. You are taught to seek praise, but you are not taught that praise is often a cage. It is used by others to encourage the behavior that benefits them. The concerned saboteur. You are becoming more disciplined, more ambitious. You are gaining power. You share your new, challenging goals with a friend. This person, sensing your ascent and feeling their own insecurity, will use praise as a leash. They'll say with a look of deep concern, "That's so impressive. I'm just worried you're taking on too much. Your health is the most important thing. You have to be kind to yourself." This is a masterstroke of manipulation. They are using the noble ideas of health and kindness to make you fear your own ambition. A Stoic would recognize this immediately. Your health is within your control, but their opinion about your health is a meaningless external. Their flattery is a chain, and you must refuse to wear it. 2. The chain of reputation. We are taught to obsess over our reputation, but a reputation is just the collective opinion of others, the most unreliable thing in the universe. A man who lives for his reputation will be tormented by it. the noble cage. A young man has a powerful, unconventional vision, but his family and friends pressure him towards a prestigious and respectable career. They speak of the reputation he must build. Fearing the external judgment of being seen as a failure or a disappointment, he abandons his true calling. He enters the noble cage. Years later, he has a stellar reputation. He is admired. He is also a stranger to himself. He has a life that looks good to others, but feels hollow to him. Epictetus, the slave-turned-philosopher, would say, he has paid a high price for a thing of no value. 3. The chain of social harmony. The greatest chain of all is the fear of disrupting the peace. We are told that a good man is an agreeable man. A Stoic knows that a good man is a rational man, and reason is often deeply disruptive to a comfortable consensus. The laughter of 1,000 cuts. You are with friends, and they begin to cruelly slander an absent person. Your internal compass, your logos, screams that this is unjust and weak. But the desire for social harmony, to remain part of the group, is strong. The man in chains forces a laugh. He nods along. He sacrifices his character on the altar of social comfort. The Stoic does not. He does not need to preach or fight. He can simply remain silent. His refusal to participate in the collective madness is a quiet judgment far more powerful than any outburst. He demonstrates that he is governed by his own principles, not by the social temperature of the room. Part 3. Building the inner citadel. The path to freedom. Breaking these chains is not about aggression. It is about building an inner fortress so impenetrable that the outside world becomes irrelevant. This is the inner citadel. First, practice the dichotomy of control. This is the central discipline. Every day, with every situation, ask yourself, is this within my control or outside of it? The comments of others? Outside. Their reactions? Outside. The success of your project? Outside. Your effort? Your integrity? Your response to their comments? Entirely within your control. Focus all your energy on what is yours. Let the rest go. It is like trying to command the weather, a sign of madness. Command your own mind instead. 2. Train your indifference. You must practice being indifferent to what doesn't matter. The next time someone gives you a compliment, say, "Thank you," but observe the feeling of pleasure from a distance. Do not let it define your state. The next time someone insults you, observe the sting, but do not let it penetrate your citadel. See both praise and insults as equal. They are just puffs of air, external events with no real substance. 3. Contemplate your mortality. Memento mori. The Stoics used a powerful tool to maintain perspective, the constant remembrance of death. When you feel the pull of needing to be liked or the sting of being disliked, take a moment and think about your own end. On your deathbed, will the applause of your colleagues matter? Will the petty judgments of insecure people have any weight? Or will the only thing that matters be whether you lived a life of courage and integrity, true to your own reasoned principles? This thought burns away all that is trivial and leaves only what is essential. There is a profound freedom that comes when you are no longer governed by the good opinion of others. You begin to walk with a different weight. You are no longer a leaf tossed in the wind of public opinion, but a stone in the river. The current must move around you. The world will not understand this at first. They are used to predictable men who can be controlled with praise and punished with disapproval. You will become a mystery to them. Let them wonder. Your internal peace is not up for their debate. So, the choice is yours. You can continue to live outside, exposed to the chaotic winds of their judgment. Or you can do the hard work of building your inner citadel, a fortress of reason and principle from which you can look out at the world with serene, unshakable composure.